So you started out as a, what was your handicap?
14.
14? Okay. So you struggled mightily with contact issues when you started doing this lesson. Okay. And we have cleaned that up significantly. Now, the first thing we talked about is how you need to get a bigger turn in your backswing. Correct? So we started unlocking it by what we did with the lead knee. Okay? I want you to feel when you're going back that this lead knee is going to work in as this trail hip extends. Okay? So that knee is the key to all your action. Okay, so set up for me. Let that knee work in. We're going to turn, you go up and stop. See how big that turn is there?
Yep.
See how you're centered over the golf ball?
Yep.
That's the exact position I want you to get into every single time you make a backswing. That makes it so you're not leaning too far forward.
Right.
It keeps you nice and stacked over the golf ball and puts you in a good position. That's really good. Okay. So one thing I want to work with you on to really help you clean up contact, okay? This knee is now coming in the backswing.
Yep.
I want you to feel that you are going to pressure the outside ball of that lead foot in the first part of your transition down to the golf ball. And then from there, you're going to launch up and back out of the ground, right? So I'm going to lose this golf ball.
All right.
I want you to go up to the top of your backswing and stop. Okay? Now, pressure in before you, there you go. Now, work all your way around and jump out of it. There you go. See how everything gets on the front side with that?
Yep.
Do it again, put it all together. Really feel like you're pushing out of the ground. Good. Let's get another golf ball here. I want you to make that move where you really push out. That's just smashed.
Yep.
That's beautiful. That's the exact feel we're looking for, just getting up and out after you make a big turn in the backswing. Okay?
Okay.
So when we were talking about your golf swing, the first problem that we had to solve, okay, is that grip.
Yep.
It was on there really weak initially. You interlocked. Now we have you overlapping, okay, and both of these V's are pointed over at the right shoulder. Okay, that's important for you because we're trying to control the club face. You were going up and everything would get wide open and you'd shallow the club beautifully, but the face would be so open, everything you struck solidly would go over here, and in your last second attempt to square that club, you just throw it in the ground and chunk it, right? And I watched a whole bunch of golf balls right there. There's still a bunch of them out there, okay? So set up for me. The other thing we want to work on is getting your body more involved in the backswing, okay? So our feel was as you go back, start back for me, that this right hip is going to turn more, okay? This lead knee is going to work in, and we're going to get our shoulders and try and turn them 90 degrees, okay? Now, the feel out of your arm when you do that is that your right arm is going to stay straight all the way to the top, okay? It's not going to. It's going to get some bend. Start up for me. Put a big turn there. But you feel how your arms are pushing away from your body?
Yep.
That's your feel. Now, in reality, it's going to get some fold. You're going to get into this position, and you're going to be ready to rock the golf ball. Now, I want you to feel this is tilted down a little bit more, but that's going to put you in a great position at the top of your backswing every single time to make good contact. I'm watching you right there. You were a 20 handicap. You're not hitting it like it anymore. That's really good. Okay. So you're a pretty good golfer. You said you're a 3.5, right? Okay. So when we look at your golf swing, you get really long and really crossed, and you lose connection, right? So I gave you this. So go ahead and put that back in there, okay? Now, get it in between your arms. I want you to go back without a golf ball for me, okay? I want to just start creating the feel. Now, you're not quite as long as crossed as you were in the beginning, but you're still getting up there a little bit. So take that up to the top and stop for me. Okay? Feel everything's going vertical. Mm-hmm. You used to get everything really laid off. You see how that falls out?
Yeah.
Okay? If we keep it more vertical, it's going to want to stay in there longer.
Okay.
Okay? So that's our feel, just a little 3/4 backswing. Okay. Now, another thing I want to address with you, set up for me real quick. Just set up to the ball. Now, when you set up, you were aiming way over here. Mm-hmm. Now you've kind of, it's definitely fixed. You're square now. Okay. But you're putting a lot of pressure in your lead foot when you set up, okay? I'd say you're leaning probably about 70% of the pressure forward at dress. Would you agree? Okay? I want you to feel like everything's going to be more neutral. You know, you can, I have a lot of good players that go 55-45, but if you're just straight leaning everything that way, it's going to be really hard to transition. So let's get this pelvis further back. There you go. Now that's everything stacked here, okay? Let's get this knee out a little bit more. There we go.
To the water stance or something.
Yeah, well, no, you're just inverting the knees. Just get the knees a little bit more out. There you go. Good. All right, let's take that up to the top and stop. 3/4. There's our feel. Now, since we're not aiming as far off, we're going to have to get a little bit more turn out of the hip. You got it. That's plenty right there. That gets us a little bit more shoulder turn. That puts you in a good position. Now, when you're doing this, I want you to feel like, since you used to go flat, instead of getting the shoulders up here, you're going to have that lead shoulder pointed down, okay? We're doing this recap at the end, so you're not as flat as you once were, but feel that shoulders pointing down towards the ground when you go back. There you go. Good. Good. That's the exact feel I want you to have. Now go ahead and try and hit one for me. Good. A little thin, but that's a good shot.
Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.